All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to your 8:30 metabolic conditioning class. TJ here. Happy kind of pre-4th of July weekend. So for today is the last bonus round of metabolic conditioning. So it's still phase 4, but this time it's week 8. It's upper push, lower pull. For today's class, you'll just need a mat, a variety of dumbbells, even though I only have one set, it's fine. But otherwise, let's begin. All right, so starting off, we're gonna go into child's pose. So again, it's all about sitting back onto those heels, really just stretching out the body before we begin, especially on this early Friday morning. So just sitting back onto the heels, hands out in front of you. And if it helps to rest your forehead onto the floor if possible. And now I want you to move your left hand on top of your right hand, still in child's pose. Just feeling that stretch through one side of your back, along with your low back. And now let's move right hand on top of left. All right, so now we're going to come up and we're going to go into our pigeon stretch. So again, this is where that foot or that leg is 90 degrees in front of you. The other one is behind. It's easier if, well, it depends on who says it's easy or not easy, but being on your hands may be easier for some, or otherwise being on your elbows. When you're leaning into it, you feel the stretch a little differently. And you could also do this raised, like if you're on your couch, you would just put that leg in front on the couch. And you would be kind of more slightly standing and leaning into it. All right, so let's go other leg. So right leg or left leg, whichever leg you were just doing, change it out for the other one. And again, either on your hands or on your elbows. Nice job. All right, so coming out of that. So let's go into our pillar bridge before we do that last and final stretch. So whether you're on your knees and you're keeping your body straight from shoulder, hip to knee, or you're on your toes. All right, ready, up. So body is straight, hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Keeping that belly button engaged, or keeping the belly button drawn in towards the spine and keeping that core engaged. Nice job, almost there. 3, 2, 1. Come down and either go into Sphinx or you can go into your Cobra position, which is more pushing through your hands. I personally will not do that one today. All right, so we're going to go back into that pillar bridge just one last time, just to make sure that we are good to go. Up. So again, keeping those hands directly underneath the shoulders, keeping that body straight as a board, whether you're on your feet or you're on your knees and you're doing it. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into that Sphinx position. Just one last time. And we will go through pillar prep. Movement prep. All right. So coming up onto the knees. As I have to check my board just to see what I'm doing. All right, so right leg is going to be bent at 90 degrees, and it's going to be on the ground. And then we're going to straighten that left leg in front of us. And so I'm going to keep my right hand on the ground, and my left hand is going to reach for my toe or whatever is comfortable. I'm feeling that through the back of the leg. Nice job. All right, so now we're going to switch, and so that leg that was once straight is now going to be bent at 90 degrees, so both of them are at 90, and we're going to lean into it so that we feel that stretch through that hip flexor. Again, you know, when you're sitting in a chair and you feel that stretch or you feel that kind of bend in your hip, we want to stretch that out. All right, so let's switch. Other leg. So now my right leg is going to be extended and my left leg is going to be down at 90 degrees, reaching for my toe. And remember, for balance and support, putting that left hand on the ground. Nice job. All right. So now both legs are at 90 degrees, and again, we're just kind of slightly moving that hip forward, feeling that stretch again through that hip flexor or that bend in your hip. Nice job. All right, so now we're going to go into a downward dog position, which is very yoga. So pretty much your body is in this upside down V, and pretty much it's about feeling the stretch through your calves, but also kind of pushing your hands into the ground and noticing that you feel that stretch within your back, around your shoulder blades. And if you feel like kind of pressing your heels towards the ground is too much, you can stair step it a little bit, so like a little mini stair step with your feet. Having control as you do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, one last and final one before we get started with our ESD. This is that back scratcher. So this is about that shoulder mobility. So one hand is going to be flat on your back. The other hand is going to come up from where the low back is, and you're going to try to get your fingers to touch, or at least the middle ones to touch. If you're able to interlock that finger with the other finger, that's great. All right, other side. So again, left hand or right hand is going to be on the back, on the upper back. The other one is going to come up from behind. So this whole aspect of like shoulder mobility is just trying to keep those shoulders as mobile as possible, especially as we get older, that sometimes it might be a little harder to be able to get your hand up there or hand behind your back. All right, so let's get a drink of water really quick and we will get started with the ESD. All right, so for ESD or cardio, we have 3 rounds. We're going to start off with that frog. So again, that frog is pretty much you hopping in towards the center and then hopping back. Otherwise, you could step in, out, out. If you feel that is more doable, ready, go. So this one's really going to test that core. If you feel like it becomes a little too much, again, it's only 30 seconds, but you can always just hold in that pillar bridge position if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So we're going to stand, but I want you to stand up carefully. And I might have to move my mat forward just for this next one. So the next one is this like scissor kick or like a skier. But if you remember, straight legs, they're apart, and we're jumping just like so. All right, ready, set, go. So straight legs, think like a scissor, like a pair of scissors. So your legs are the things that are moving. Nice job. We'll include the arms, which changes the name of this cardio element to a skier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go back down to the mat. And this time it's a plank jack. All right. Okay. So again, plank jack. So you can be on your knees. You can bring one knee in, one knee out. Otherwise, if you're going to be more dynamic with it, you'd want to be on your feet, jumping those feet in and out to the side. Ready? Go. Again, you can step and touch between the feet versus the knees if you choose. Great job, come on. So even if you're taking your time, as long as you feel like your form is right, 3, 2, 1. All right, before we stand, or actually before we move into the round 2, let's child's pose really quick, just to stretch out the back and the arms. All right. So we're going to go back to that frog jump. Now this time, if you want, you can actually jump, but you're going to jump with your feet to the outside of your hands. And then you can step it back, jump in, step it back, and jump in. Ready? Go. Otherwise, you can jump to the center, just like we were doing for that first round. And again, you can step it back, or you can step it up if you want. That makes it easier. There's always options of either stepping it in or jumping it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, remember, stand up carefully for the next one, since your head was roughly in line with your heart. All right, so the next one is that skier. So this time the hands are going to be included while we're moving the legs. Ready? Go. Nice job. Now in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Back onto the mat. So we're going to go to that plank jack. It's the last one for round 2. Get ready. So you have options. You can step and touch, whether you're on your knees or your feet. Otherwise, be dynamic on your feet. Ready? Go. So after this, we'll go into child's pose again. Just to stretch it out. And again, if it becomes too much, you can move the feet in and out, or like moving off to the side. Get ready. Sorry, keep going. Pause for a brief moment. Lost what I was saying. 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. So sitting back onto those heels. We have one last and final round. And then we're going to move on to the strength. All right, get ready. So one last frogger or frog jump. So remember, you can step it in, out. You can step it up to the feet and move it out, or you could jump it in and step back. You've got options. Ready? Last one. Go. Great job, everyone. Come on. Five, four, three, two, one. Excellent. Stand up carefully. Again, head below the heart as you try to kind of resituate yourself. All right, so skier, get ready. One last time, go. Nice job. Five, four, three, two, one. I lost my balance for a moment. All right, back to the mat. One last one. It's that punch jack. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So we'll do a child's pose again. After this, we'll get a drink of water. Great job, come on. Keeping that body straight, making sure that hip does not drop down. If it's starting to become too much, you just hold the whole pillar bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose. All right, big drink of water. That was intense. All right, so we're going to flip over onto our back. And with our dumbbells, so maybe more of your medium set, we're going to start off with the decline. So if you remember this one, it's pressing that hip up in our hands. So if my hands are all the way up, I'm going to drop those elbows down by my side, push up and down, up and down. Ready, set, go. So my feet are shoulder width apart, my knees are shoulder width apart. I'm just pressing up through my hip. And again, pushing those hands towards the ceiling, bringing those elbows down by my side. So that particular movement, or the movement we are doing, if anyone had any shoulder issues, you could still work your chest. And we'll change it for the next round. 3, 2, 1. Dropping those weights down. The next one that we're going to do is a hip press. All right, so feet are going to be a little farther away from the body, feet shoulder width apart. Ready, so pressing the hip up and down. That's what we're doing. Ready, go. So feeling this through the back of the legs. Great job. So we have one extra exercise that has been mixed in with this round compared to the others that we've been doing for the previous weeks. It's this hip press is the added one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, grabbing those dumbbells again. And this time, you could just extend those legs out in front of you and have your body straight. And so we're going to do the same press, but this time straight body. So push that hand towards the ceiling, bring those elbows down by your side, push up and down. Ready, go. So same concept with the whole aspect of keeping those elbows by your side. And if you have any shoulder injuries, and like I said, we'll change it the next round that we do, just to provide variety. So feeling this through the chest, a little bit through the front of the shoulder. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So putting those dumbbells down. And we are now going to do a walkout with our hamstrings. So I'm just kind of folding my mat, just so I can do this without tripping over it. All right, so pressing the hip up and your feet are flat on the floor, your hamstring walkout is going to be walking small steps, keeping that hip floating off the floor, and then small steps back in and back out. Ready, go. So small steps in, small steps out. So remember, small steps, if you take too big of a step, feels a little weird. Keeping that hip up off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All right. So for the next one that we're going to do, which is a chest exercise, previous times we've done an incline press up against the wall, but this time we're going to change it for a fly. So your hands are going to face each other. My arms are straight up. I'm going to bring those elbows out by my side so I see my hands in my peripheral vision or my side vision. Back up, back down, back up. All right, ready, go. So chest fly, so elbows come out to the side. The nice thing about being on the floor is that you have control. Hopefully does not bother anyone. So squeezing between the center of the chest as you bring those hands back together. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, dumbbells down. And this time we're going to transition to being on our hands and our feet. And so my feet and my knees are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to do that global bridge. So it's where we're working our glutes. So remember, pressing the hip up, back down, back up, and down. Ready, go. Nice job. So squeezing through those glutes at the top. If you feel like it's easier, you can be on your elbows and you can do this. You don't travel as far with the hip, but you still feel it through the backside. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So one last and final exercise for round 1. All right, so I'm going to start off with one dumbbell just to show you the tricep exercise. So for the back of the arm. So I'm going to grab the ends of my dumbbell. I'm going to bend my elbows, bringing my hands closer to my forehead, push it up, bring it back down, push it up. Ready, go. So straightening the arm at the top. Great job, come on, keep going. After this, we'll get a drink of water. We'll move in round 2, which will go just a little quicker than round 1. So feeling this through the back of the arm. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So putting that dumbbell down, getting you a drink of water really quick. The nice thing about these exercises is that we're pretty much staying down on the ground. All right. So we're going to go back to that chest press. So remember this time with that decline, you're pressing the hip up. Now this time, if you want to add some instability or where it makes it challenging for your core, I want you to bring your feet and your knees together. So we're going to do that same exact exercise of pressing the hip up, and the hands are going to go up and down. Ready? Go. Nice job. Remember, keeping that hip up off the ground. Making sure that the hip stays up and that it does not fall towards the floor. And making sure those elbows are coming down by your side. I know I said I would change it, but you could always have your elbows come out by your side. As in a regular chest press, or you take a push up. 3, 2, 1. Bring those dumbbells down. All right. So with the hip press, just make sure your dumbbells are close to you. So for the hip press, if you remember where our feet are apart, we're now going to bring feet and knees together, and we're going to put one dumbbell on our hip. Same pressing action with the hip. Ready, set, go. So moving the hip up and down, squeezing through the glutes, feeling it through the back of the leg. With that dumbbell, you have to hold it onto your hip. It's not going to stay there. Plus, we want to avoid injury, especially if that dumbbell is rolling towards our face. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So extending those feet, grabbing both dumbbells this time. So either you could go elbows in or elbows out by the side. So arms will be at 90 degrees either way. Ready, go. So I'll do the regular one so you can see it. Nice job. So elbows come out to the side or maybe by your side. Or you can alternate between the two movements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So dumbbells down. So this is that hamstring walkout. So remember, pressing the hip up, we're taking small steps out and walking it back in. Ready, go. So small steps in, Small steps out. Nice job, everyone. Keep it up. Keep that hip up off the ground. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so hip down on the ground. And this time we're going to do our chest fly. So remember, those hands come out to your side. So grab your dumbbells. Your body can be straight. All right, ready, go. So remember, hands come out towards that side vision or peripheral vision. Nice job. So elbows come out to the side. Bringing it back towards the center with those dumbbells. Feeling it in the chest. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go back to that global bridge. So this time, feet and knees are going to be together for this one. And we're going to do the same pressing action. Now you could be on your hands or you could be on your elbows. Ready, go. Nice job, squeezing through those glutes at the top. And making sure that we're pushing equally through our feet. Both sides of our hip are coming up at the same time. I'm not favoring one side over the other, or at least I try not to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, one last and final tricep exercise. This time you can do 2 dumbbells, but you do have that option of 1. All right. So again, holding the dumbbell ends. Ready, set, go. So round 3, we'll get a drink of water. We'll do round 3, which we won't change anything from, like this round that we're in right now. And so we'll just kind of get right through it as quickly as we can. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, drink the water really quick. Water bottle is leaking all over the place today. All right. So back to the chest press with the decline. Remember, hip is up, feet together, knees together. And either elbows in or out to the side. Ready? Last round, go. Nice job, come on. Like I said, this round will move a little quicker. So if you need to switch to lighter dumbbells, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So one dumbbell down, keep the other one close by. So hip press, remember, feet together, knees together. Your heels are going to be a little farther from your backside. Pressing the hip up and down. Ready, go. If you want to make it more challenging, you could definitely do 2 dumbbells. Just make sure you're holding on to both of them. And remember, you're placing that dumbbell within that little bend in your hip. and making sure you're pushing equally through your feet. Excellent job. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so legs extended. So your whole body is straight. So we're going to go back to the chest press, whether it's elbows in by your side or your elbows are out by your side. Ready? Go. So either elbows out by the side, arms are at 90 degrees, either way. Excellent job. Come on. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Dumbbells down. So remember, we've got that hamstring walkout. So remember, it's bringing or kind of pressing your hips up, walking those feet out, small steps, back in and out. Ready, go. So small steps in and out. Keeping that hip up off the ground. Nice job. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so just resting your hip on the ground. That next one is the chest fly. So it's those dumbbells come out to the side, bring it back to the top. Ready, set, go. Nice job. You got this. This is the last chest one that we were doing. After this, we got 2 very quick exercises, and we'll stretch, and we'll be done. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. So dumbbells down. So back to that global bridge. So on your hands and on your feet. So remember, your knees and your feet are together. It's that tabletop position. Ready, go. Now, if you wanted to make this one interesting, you could actually extend one leg at a time as you're pressing the hip up. Again, totally optional. Really pressing that hip up as you're doing it. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, one last tricep exercise. Grabbing a dumbbell or 2. All right, ready, set, go. So arms are at 90 degrees. Or that arm is moving, or both arms are moving. So bending at 90, straighten at the top. Feel it through the back of your arm. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So let's sit up really quick and let's stretch out. So sitting up, legs are out in front of you, just reaching for your mid-calf or for your ankles. Feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. And now we're going to go feet flat on the ground. Your legs are bent, knees are apart. I just want you to turn. So letting the knees fall towards the same direction. Bring it back to center. Go the other direction. Back to center. Feeling this through the hip. We're almost done. All right. Okay, so we're going to go through this chest stretch. So like we're bathing in the sun, hands are behind us, sticking that chest out, feeling that stretch through the front of the shoulder, into the chest. Nice job. One last and final one. All right, hand flat on your back, stretching through the triceps, or through the back of the arm. Nice. Other side. So everyone have a safe 4th of July weekend. There will actually be a workout posted on YouTube for the 4th of July, which I will be doing later today. So watch out for that. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated. Bye, everyone.